Well, today's journal page is a bit of a mashup of several different things. First, I went back to look at the Japanese beetles and the damage they were doing. Now, this is a leaf of a smartweed plant. Well, that one got away. This is the damage that they do, just trying to do a little bug control before they get over to my roses. That might be an interesting leaf to draw, though. I'm pretty happy with the way my Japanese beetle came out. Then I decided to draw the katydid that I saw eating my zinnia. We're in the middle of a heat wave and it was really hot outside. And I had just filled the bird feeders, so I decided to sit down and do an official bird feeder watch. This is an official bird feeder watch. I just filled the feeders and the birds are coming around. And what you do is you count who's there at one time. So I see one nuthatch and one downy woodpecker. So in my journal, I'm going to write downy woodpecker 1, white-breasted nuthatch 1. Now you can only count how many are there at one time. And you can only count the ones that are there at one time. So if you have a downy woodpecker, 1, and it flies away, and then another one comes back, you still have 1 downy woodpecker, unless you see 2 there at the same time. We still just have 1 downy woodpecker. While I was setting up the camera, I noted 2 tufted titmouse and 3 goldfinch, 2 males and a female, so I wrote those down. Now we're waiting to see who else comes by. Okay, we have 1 goldfinch, but I can't add that on. Oh, looks like a little sparrow. I can't add any more goldfinches until there's more than 3 here at one time. Yeah, that's the chipping sparrow. So we got 1 chipping sparrow. I did this in the afternoon, like between 2 and 3 p.m. And I saw 1 downy woodpecker, 2 white-breasted nuthatch, 2 tufted titmouse, 5 goldfinches, a black-capped chickadee, 3 chipping sparrows down in the grass, a red-bellied woodpecker. On the ground, I saw a mourning dove, and there was another one up in the tree. There was 1 cardinal. A hummingbird went by. It was feeding in the hosta flowers. A chipmunk came out. He was on the ground eating the sunflower seeds. And then a monarch butterfly went by. Possum Patty here. It is July 29th and I am nature journaling. And it's in the 90s again today and we are having a heat wave. I did some bird feeder watching that I'm going to talk about, and I just wanted to show you a couple things in the backyard. And the first one is my little baby willow tree over here. So we bought this weeping willow just a couple months ago, and when we bought it, the branches were all growing straight up. And look how much it's grown. The branches are so long now, they're starting to weep down. What I want to show you that's very special, something that you've probably never seen before, is on this little witch hazel tree that we just planted back when we planted the weeping willow. It's on the opposite side of the backyard from the weeping willow that's over there by the bird bath. And we're in the shade here. Oh, what's that? It's always something to look at. Look at the little ladybug. Okay, what I want to show you, down here inside, look what I discovered. Have you ever seen that before? These are witch hazel fruits. Kind of cool, huh? So this will get much bigger. It's a small tree, and it gets really pretty yellow flowers. And then, after the flowers bloom, it makes the fruit. And there they are. I sat down for a moment and did a little sketch of the witch hazel fruit and a leaf. And while I was sketching the leaf, I noticed that most of them tend to be a little asymmetrical at the bottom. One side of the leaf comes off a little higher than the other side. So I'm wondering if that is a characteristic of this tree. So I can look that up when I get inside. What's that? Look at that little green bug. Isn't that cute? The witch hazel's Latin name means together with fruit. Something unusual about the witch hazel is that it has flowers and last year's fruit on the tree at the same time. Now this will probably bloom in the fall, and at that time these little fruits will be ripe, and they contain tiny black seeds for the witch hazel tree. The word witch in witch hazel comes from a word W-I-C-E, meaning bendable. And they used to make divining rods out of the twigs. You might recognize the name witch hazel from a astringent concoction that you can buy at the pharmacy that's used for minor skin irritations. From bugs to birds, this is the nature I found in my yard today. Thanks for coming along. Happy nature journaling. Bye-bye.